I played Maybe Tomorrow before, when he was at the Forum, and he was hotter than hell, you know, well, he still is.
Right.
And I played it for him in his dressing room with three-part harmony. Now, I played it at Don Williams' house. We had a little get-together at a party, and I came up and played all the songs for him after we recorded before. That's what I did. And he said, we got to get in and do this. Well, he got hotter than hell with Torpedo. That's what happened.
Right, okay.
And I said, oh, my God, I don't know if he'll ever get in the studio. Then, before he went to Australia, he called and he said, let's go in the studio again. But before that, I played Maybe Tomorrow, like I said, at Don Williams' house. Then I saw him at the Forum, and then backstage, he said to me, we've got to go in and do Maybe Tomorrow. Or he couldn't even remember the title, that slow one with a three-part harmony. And I said, great, you know. And that's, I think, another kept buzzing him, see. I wanted to keep buzzing him to keep him into it.
Right.
Because in the first place, I think it was just going to be a single and maybe 3 songs or something. And that's what Al Coury was understanding. And then Al started waiting, and then he heard the first 4 cuts, and he went crazy. He wanted a whole album.
Yeah.
So everybody got into a whole album on this. So that's what happened. He called me, and he said, we'll do Maybe Tomorrow. And when we were laying down Maybe Tomorrow, he said, he ran out in the booth very quiet, as he always is, and he says, it's not making it, man. It's too, it's just not making it this way. It's not happening. So I want to try this. So he went out and worked with the Heartbreakers, and we had this rhythm that's on it now. And at first, again, I was afraid again. You know, I said, oh God, because I was going to cut it straight country again.
Mm-hmm.
And but I had enough faith in him and trust, and I liked the youth anyway, and just said, hell, he's a producer, man. Let's get on with it. And he did it, and that's how it came out. He put the Congo drums in it, and it was foreign to me because I had sung it for a year, even maybe 6, 8 months, rehearsing it, you know. I wanted to get all the songs down because I knew he was always in a hurry. And so I had to change, right on the session, I had to change my whole concept of the song. And I'm glad he was there to change it because it fits again. I couldn't have changed it. I wouldn't change it today for anything.
Was that, when was the first time you heard this tune?
Maybe Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh my God, years ago. When I was, I think, working in Battle Creek at the Hilo Club. And it was the Everly Brothers song. It's a Z-side, you know, one of their songs.
A Z-side, right?
You know, I always loved it, and a lot of people never heard it. A lot of people never heard of that song.
Yeah, it goes back a lot of years.
A lot of years, but even so, you had Kathy's Clown, everybody's heard of that, and this and that. But this is kind of obscure, which I thought was one of the best songs. And the harmony on it I loved. So then I put a 3-part harmony to make it a little different.
Yeah.
And it came out okay.
And then Petty spiffed the rhythm, and it was happening.
And it happened, yeah.
Great.
And it happened.
All right, so you wound up doing, you know, a couple other tunes in the same session there.
That's right, yeah.
How many days was the May 80 sessions that produced Maybe Tomorrow, To Love Someone, and Midnight Train?
They lasted only 3 days or 2 or 3 days.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all, you guys.
No, not really. And we cut those in about 3 days, I think, or 4. And then...
Well, let's talk about To Love Someone.
To Love Someone.
Yeah.
Well, To Love Someone, the way I wrote that, I think To Love Someone is the type of song, I think when I go back to my teenage days, I think everybody does, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a teenager at heart anyway. But I was always in love with somebody, and they weren't in love with me. That was the way it mostly went. You know, I'd fall in love with the first chick I saw. And I was always in, let me see, I didn't write the song for any girl in particular I can think of.
Okay.
But I just wrote it. I wrote this song because the feelings, see, I'm reading this now because I can't remember. The feelings I had back then seemed to come out one night in the mole hole where I do most of my writing. I haven't read any of this except what I just read you now, so it is coming out like you wanted it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, you dug into it good. So that's how I wrote it. I was just sitting in the mole hole where I write most of my songs.
Where the hell is the mole hole?
Mole hole is my office here.
Great. Where is here? You're up in 805. Is that up north?
Yeah, I'm out near Newhall.
Ah, okay.
In the canyons.
Got
in
it.
the mountains.
Got it.
In other words, when I write today, I look out at the beautiful mountains.
There you go.
So that's how I write, you know. from I think past experiences or something, and then I try to also imagine that somebody's in love with somebody else, or they're breaking up, or they're having the same experience. Being a commercial writer, that's what I really try to do, is to have someone else that can relate to it.
Right.
And that's not really teenage, because I know people that are 60 years old that fall in and out of love all the time.
Sure.
So, and like Sinatra, if he's on stage, he's singing like, I got you under my skin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he can probably have a chick under his skin yet.
Let's hope so.
I hope so, too.
And Midnight Train was also on that session.
Yeah, the Midnight Train.
Tell me about that one.
Midnight Train, again, he took over. He said it's too slow. Well, first of all, we laid it down, and then I heard it, and I said, it's too fast, I think. And he said, no, it's got to be up-tempo. It's got to be a rocker, man, a hard, crazy rocker. And so, again, you know, he was right. If I played it slow, it just wouldn't make it today. But so he was there to do that, and then I suggested maybe bringing in some horns, and he said, I know this horn player, he's great. I said, shit, let's do it, and he brought him in. Then I had this instrumental solo, which I still used, I think, and we mixed it in with the horn. The instrumental solo is my voice and I think it's a tenor sax.
Uh-huh.
And when I had to rewrite the words to it, because he called me. I don't know when he called me, but he called me. Tom called me, and TV said the words don't make it, man. A 502, and I talked mainly about a train. And he was honest enough and frank and open enough to know that I wouldn't be hurt by it. And I said, shit, I'll write new words. So I rewrote all the words except the bridge, the oohs,
right,
which I think I stole, borrowed, or got from Jeff Lynne, you know, one of his songs. And I'm sure Jeff won't care, because he probably sold $1 million on it anyway. But
well, he probably copped a few from you too.
He might have.
Could
We're
be.
good friends anyway. It don't matter.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I rewrote the words on that song, and then Then he went to Australia, and as he was coming back, we were going to go in and overdub and do some more. I said, I got to go to Australia. I'm booked. So that's where we crossed paths going to Australia. He just left. I arrived. We had the same press agent. And so that's the way it went, you know. And then we got together. He said, I don't know if I can finish it now, because his album was delayed, and Coury wanted the album. RSO was holding up about 3 months open for us so they could kick ass with this thing. And I said, I don't know what to tell you. So Dan and I got together, and we formed this band. We rehearsed. The band sounded incredible. And I cut on that band that I've got, you know, I cut down Drop Down and Get Me, which I went to Australia. While I was in Australia, I was never happy. Even though Tom really said we must do Drop Down and Get Me, I wasn't happy with it, only because something wasn't complete with it. So I went to Australia, and I finished the bridge over there. It's a very short bridge, but it made it complete. Then I was happy with it.
Okay.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know where it all began. I wrote that.
Okay. Then
I came back and I worked up my band. We were going to go in the studio, I think, in November of '80.
Yeah.
And but I got a call from Tom's other manager. I forget his name. It's not Tony. I only know Tony. And Elliot. His name is Elliot. And he's
Elliot Roberts.
That's right. And Elliot calls, and Dan says, man, they don't want you to finish the album. They think that Tom should finish the album. And I think Tom wants to. And I said, well, hell, that sounds great, but, you know, Al wants it. I want to work it out. I've been waiting so long. It was really a hard decision at first, until we went and talked to Elliot, who's a fairly smooth fellow, and said that really Tom wanted really to finish it. And I can see his point, because Tom's fingerprints were on it, and to do 6 or 7 songs and then say, you know, you finish it up. And so anyway, we decided to wait. And we were going to wait, and he was going to do it in December, and then January, and he still wasn't done. And then finally, they called and said, we're going in February.
Well, they were working on Hard Promises meanwhile, right?
That's right.
Okay.